You won't be seeing much of us after this.
At home with Paul Keating and his family. So when you said he talked under wet cement, you weren't kidding?
Yes, and I have a son who's the same.
An intimate look at how they're coping with life at the lodge.
I am the Prime Minister's daughter. I'm just myself.
The calm before the storm, as the Prime Minister gets ready to kick heads again.
Jennifer, you referred to Dr. Hewson's nasty comments. Well, he's going to get a lot nastier as I come after him. And come after him I will.
When Paul Keating moved house a few weeks ago, there were plenty of people who warned him not to get too comfortable. The new man at the lodge wouldn't be there that long. But Paul Keating isn't one to accept conventional. He's settled right in at the Prime with his wife Anita and their young family. Until now, the family's been something of a protected species, but the Keatings allowed our cameras into their new home and into their lives.
Oh, yeah, they're not bad. Yeah, not bad.
The Prime Minister and his family, as you've never seen them before, and probably never will again.
You won't be seeing much of us after this as a group, because I just think that one's got a right to a private existence. That's best for the children and best for everybody.
Do you really mean this will be the last family appearance?
I think so. I think so.
So, on the right, 13-year-old Caroline, and making a quick escape, the family dog Asta. The girl with the whirligig hat is 10-year-old Catherine, and in the blue, Alexandra, aged 6. The Keatings' only son, Patrick, is 15.
A bit of the old bacon.
And finally, there's Anita, who's got the job of turning an elegant but small official residence into a family home.
Yes, it's not very large. And the children, Alexandra and Catherine, they have share a room together.
Is that good, Catherine?
No.
You want your own room?
Yeah.
So you share with
Alexandra.
Alexandra.
And I'm on my own. I have a bedroom of my own.
How come you got the privileged position?
She's the lucky one.
Yes.
Patrick, what was it like when your dad became Prime Minister?
That was a shock. See,
I've been trying for long enough. What about you? I mean, the idea of your dad being Prime Minister, does it seem a big deal?
No, not really. It wasn't very much. It's just your dad is very important. But everything's the same. It's not like you're a different person. You just stay the same. You're not, oh, I am the Prime Minister's daughter. I'm just myself.
What about you, Alexandra? I mean, had you even heard about the lodge before you came to live here?
No.
So,
I didn't even know what it was. I thought it was just all logs and all those things.
you thought it was the logs? Right. So now you're in the lodge. What do you think of it, Alexandra?
It's good.
Yeah? What do you like best about it?
Swimming pool.
As you'll have gathered, the Keating kids are pretty relaxed about politics. About most things, in fact. But when it comes to criticism of their famous father, they have to deal with it in their own ways.
Sometimes I feel upset, but I get over it. Sometimes.
What about you, Catherine?
No, I don't get really unhappy or offended, but I don't take notice of that person anymore.
What, someone who says bad things about
You
your
cut them
dad?
out, do you, don't you?
Yeah. And
Cut
so
them dead.
that happened when Dad was treasurer, and then Dad became backbencher, and then she just left me, and then now Dad's Prime Minister. She tried to come back on me, but I ignore her.
Really? So you have...
Tough customer, aren't you?
So if they weren't good to you all through the bad times for your dad, they're not friends of yours? What about you, Patrick? When you see the bad things, the cruel things people say about your father, how do you react?
Oh, you mean like arrogant?
That's one of them.
What do you say? How do you react to it? How do you respond?
I mean, well, it comes with his job. And I mean, that's Dad's personality. And I mean, if that's the way he goes about...
You better not
Yeah.
say America, Peter. You better drop that line. You're saying... Well, you say it.
Yeah.
Go.
It's just... I mean, that's the way people think of Dad as being. I mean, if that's the way he is, that's the way it goes.
Do you get into fights over it ever? Have you had to defend his honour?
I've had fights. I've had plenty of fights.
For all the tough things they say about Paul Keating, Patrick Keating has had the tender treatment. To the discomfort of his parents, he's been described as hunky, spunky and perfect pin-up material. Are you going to be a pin-up in the teenage girls' magazines?
It's not for me.
Are you going to star in the soapies?
No.
Not
He's
possible.
got to fill his head before he fills his pocket.
When all that stuff started, were you amused or insulted? I mean, being treated like a bit of meat.
No, I enjoyed it, actually. A bit of attention. Yeah.
Oh, that's hard to believe, Patrick. So,
No, it was a bit amused. You laughed about it.
Yeah.
How would you describe your relationship?
We're different.
yeah, well,
No, you're not.
not that different.
We're not,
You're
yeah.
not that different. You will see it one day. You're not. You're very similar, you two.
Different
Yeah.
interests, you'd say.
Oh, but you're still very young.
What they are.
He's a good talker. He's a great, and he has a great sense of justice. But most of it's about justice to himself, this stage. But later on, it could be justice to other people.
Yeah.
So he's got the instincts there, and he would talk under wet cement as well, wouldn't you? I mean, you can talk. You're a good talker.
Like his dad.
No, he's better than me.
It gives me very great pleasure to launch...
The family talker last week was Anita Keating at her first solo public engagement.
The 25th Olympiad.
She went to launch a new $1 coin to honour women athletes. She became the target of a media scrum, reflecting the intense public curiosity about this very private woman. In this, her first television interview at the Lodge, she looked back to the time she was a Dutch air hostess and Paul Keating was one of her passengers. What was your first impression of Paul Keating?
Now, I thought, wouldn't he look great in Italian clothes?
What was he in?
Now, he had on pale blue trousers. He had a shirt on, a pattern, you know, pale blue and cream, and a pair of cream shoes.
Cream shoes.
Cream shoes.
And it wasn't just the pale blue trousers and paisley shirt Paul Keating had to overcome. Is it true that he challenged one of your rivals to a swimming race?
Yes, he did. There was a captain who was flying with Alitalia. Yes. He's a great swimmer. He won that race.
What was it that you fell in love with?
Oh, he's interesting. Life is never dull.
Even then?
No, even then. He's interested in everything, you know, wherever you walk, was it in Rome, in the buildings, or music, or the birds, or the trees, wherever.
They're shorter, see? They're shorter than these.
Some things don't change. An ornithology lesson at the Lodge.
Oh, yeah, that would be
The
the other
male.
one you saw, you see?
They're very
That's the male,
loving.
that's the female. Hmm. Yeah, oh, well, anyway, that answers that little question.
Thank you. Thank you, Prime Minister. Is it true you used to call him the Professor?
Yes.
Why?
Because he daydreamed quite a lot. No, he's a good talker. He's determined. And so he finally won me over.
This is the Paul Bocuse look-alike show.
That was all close to 20 years ago. And that ambitious, badly dressed backbencher, the son of a black-town boilermaker, has come a long way.
Now, these are going to be a bit... How do you want them? Some of these are going to be well done, some are going to be the rare ones we have to take off before long.
Though in the cooking stakes, he remains a novice.
I've never seen it. This is not him doing it.
We're hearing the secrets over here. You haven't done this in your life before. The Keatings don't have to do this themselves, of course. In fact, now they're in the lodge, they have domestic staff, including their own cook. Not that he seems to be run off his feet, especially early in the morning.
We get our own breakfast and the cook is still waiting for an order. He's alone and palely loitering at 7 in the morning. But as yet, he hasn't had an order.
When was the last time you did some washing up?
Last time I did some washing up. I did some this morning. I dried up the plates.
What's your favourite time of the day?
Yabby catching.
Yabby catching.
Yeah.
Oh, you've done one for me. Thank you. Over the years, I've been to the lodge 3 or maybe more times, but I'd never known this pond existed.
You got one blue nippy.
Tucked away at the bottom of the garden.
Is that good, blue nippers?
Yes, they're very hard to get.
Are you the expert, are you?
Yeah.
You're the official Yabby catcher.
No, because catch one. Oh no, the rascal! Oh, he pulled away my string.
So when do you normally go yabbing? Do you come when you come back from school?
Here, you got one? Yeah.
Oh, I got one with red claws.
No, that's just it's like...
We like to keep them basically a private family. I mean, even this we're doing now is going to be the exception rather than the rule.
You have to kill most probably 70. Oh, here, I've got one. Okay, now, oh, you got the blue nippies. Oh.
Because I think it's important to have a family. There's only one name on the ballot paper, not 6. And I think, while I think the nation wants to know a bit about you and the family and what you are, but I don't think it's really on to be, making it a regular event.
Listen, there, get it. Try and get one. Oh.
Ah, got one!
It'll die, let it go.
Sorry, she told me to do
Get
it.
it in here.
No, not like it. In the middle.
Do you want some sausage, darling?
In the middle.
Daddy, do you want some steak? All right, well, Patrick will give you a steak and a sausage, okay?
There might be one name on the ballot paper, but the Keatings are very much a gang of 6. 7, if you count Asta. And the grimmer it gets for Paul Keating outside the lodge, around this table at least, he can draw strength from those whom many regard as his greatest assets.
Are you after something to eat?
What is your role?
To support him,
Through thick and thin,
of course.
no questions asked.
That's right.
Is he a strict dad?
No.
No. What kind of dad is he?
A nice dad.
Is he tight with the pocket money?
Yes.
Okay.
Who gives you cuddles at night? Try that.
Yeah?
Eh?
You do?
I do.
That's one side of Paul Keating, the family man with the soft centre. After the break, the other side, a Prime Minister who's prepared to kick heads to keep his job. It promises to be one of the great political bouts. In one corner, Paul Keating, the brawler from way back. In the other, John Hewson, the great blue hope of the Liberal Party. Dr. Hewson has his economic package and his popularity in the polls, but Paul Keating is about to counter with his own statement this week. He says, "Don't write me off," and his fight back starts now. Since you've been Prime Minister, the reviews haven't been good. Tentative, inarticulate, apprehensive, nervous are some of the words I've read. What's gone wrong?
Well, nothing. You can't pick up the pieces on a thing this large and contemplate a statement of this dimension, 6 months of work jammed into 6 weeks, and be out there doing pirouettes on television.
I'm just talking about a public perception, which after all is what people vote by.
Yeah, but it's a sort of Canberra press gallery. Well, he looked a bit tentative. I mean, here they are, they've still got the suntan cream on, half of them are still on holidays, got the beach towel, well, tapping away at the typewriter. The PC looked a bit tentative because he wasn't throwing a punch here or doing something there. 1 minute I'm arrogant, next minute I'm too demure. You know, forget him, forget him.
All right, let me just put one proposition to you on this. You had to steal the crown, you had to usurp your leader's position, and it's affecting your confidence.
Not a bit. I mean, things change. I mean, Bob had 8.5 years in the job. It's a very long and distinguished time.
So there's no shadow of the dagger?
Not a bit. No, because actually, Bob actually surrendered his position to a ballot.
Took a long time to get him to do it, though, didn't it?
Well, that's the point. But, I mean, it's not a technical point. It's a real point.
But you see what I'm asking? You don't feel, to rephrase an old line, the blood on your hands?
Oh, no, well, it is a very old...
Very old line?
And tired line.
Labor leaders, bring it out in us.
Well, the Labor Party sets a lot of the Australian history. It makes the heroes, and it anoints the heroes and makes the villains. So I'm glad you think that, because it's true.
Where else but Darwin?
Our position in the region.
Paul Keating braved the heat last week to pay tribute to the victims of Japanese bombing in 1942.
50 years later, of course, there are still lessons to be learned.
It was Keating's chance to win friends and influence voters. And judging by his popularity rating, he's got a long, long way to go.
I don't know if he's so unpopular. Every time we go and catch a plane, or always the young people, mostly the young people come up to him, talk to him. When we go to restaurants, people come always and say nice things. Or when he goes with the children just to the newsagent, or it goes to takes him some for a spaghetti. People have always been very nice to us, so I don't know if that's true that he is so unpopular.
I mean, I respect you, of course, sticking up for your husband, but you must know that the opinion polls, he's deeply unpopular. Deeply unpopular.
I don't know if that's right.
I mean, they don't like you, do they? They don't like you.
Well, I had the tough job. Look, when I became Treasurer, Australia was caught in the ideas of the 1930s and the 1940s. I mean, this place was in that sort of state of unreality that one gets as one's about to slip into unconsciousness, you know, and that sort of, with the anaesthetic, you're about to sort of drift. That's where we were. This was almost comatose. And we've taken it and shaken it, drove it back into the world, made the hard decisions. It is now an international place. It now does have a future, and I suppose you pay a price for that.
Do you accept maybe on a personal level, though, people simply won't forgive you? You were the one who said, you know, you promised them a soft landing and you delivered the recession we had to have.
Well, let me say this. I'm quite prepared for Australians not to forgive me for the 300,000 jobs we've lost and for the unemployment rise from 6 to 10%. But I want them to at least appreciate that there was 1.5 million extra jobs that also came along with me, and are still there.
Would you? If it was your job that was one of those that went, would you appreciate?
I'd be hard about it, but look, you've got to also remember this. Australia came out of the stock market crash a lot better than most countries. There is the view around that this is the only country in a recession.
This is a recession you contributed to, that's what I'm suggesting.
But it was largely unavoidable, though. You can't have a binge like the 80s with the stock market growing by a factor of 5 in price and have it all stop and come off without anyone being hurt, just la-di-da, dancing away with all the values crashing around you. Now, I think we went on too hard. The interest rates were too hard for too long.
So you do concede you did hit the brakes too sharp?
I think so. And, you know, I'm quite happy to admit that. But let's not think we could have come out of that binge without a recession of some kind. Now, we want to be a softer one, not to be a recession, but a slowdown. Well, we couldn't fine-tune that, and that I regret.
Do you accept that there will be a fair whack of our audience who are going to sit at home there and say, how can this guy be proud of what he's done?
What, for the recession? Fine. But for the new Australia, the modern, competitive, international Australia, that's part and parcel of the 80s and I hope the 90s. So what I'm about is continuing our work, going back to what we were best at.
The big test of the Keating government will come on Wednesday, when the Prime Minister delivers his economic statement. Labor's answer to the Liberals' fight-back program. There have been precious few details released, but this much Paul Keating will say.
It'll be the largest single package of constructive measures and approaches that I've been associated with.
Does it have a title? I mean, fight back's pretty catchy.
Well, wait and see. Wait and see. We can't be giving little secrets away before time, can we?
Do you accept that if you don't get it right, you're gone, electorally?
No, but we will get it right anyway.
Dr. Houston has made it clear he'll be playing the man in the next election. He said, you know, that he will be constantly reminding the public that you're the man who deliberately inflicted pain on the electorate, that you're one of the greatest political manipulators of all time.
Yeah.
Are you prepared? Are you going to respond in
Look,
kind?
let me say this. Dr. Houston presents himself as the mild-mannered professor, as the sheep in sheep's clothing. The truth is he's a wolf in sheep's clothing. He's got the most radically conservative program of any conservative leader ever. He's going to produce a confrontation in this country no one has ever seen. He will make Malcolm Fraser look like a bleeding heart lefty.
But he's ahead.
He won't
He's
stay
ahead.
ahead. He won't stay ahead for those reasons. Australians will not cop that sort of ripping away at the social consensus. They will not cop ripping up Medicare. They will not cop 15% on their food and their clothing to give a tax cut to the wealthy.
But
they will not wear it.
Mr. Keating, they just might, though. You
Well,
know that.
let's see.
They just might.
It's worth the chance. At least they'll know there's a real choice. At the next election, there'll be a real choice.
So you're
We'll fight him.
So you're in fact heralding the election. It's going to be a scare campaign.
I'll fight him to the last radio program on the last day. Jennifer, you referred to Dr. Houston's nasty comments. Well, he's going to get a lot nastier as I come after him. And come after him I will. So you'll see the nasty counter rise.
I mean, you're going to have to sell yourself really hard, really quickly. Are you confident that at Mr. 31% you can get Australia to like you?
Well, if not like, respect me for what I stand for. That is, giving the place a future. Not sort of laying down on the job, as a lot of national politicians have in the last half century. Not being asleep at the wheel.
So respect will do, that's enough.
That's enough. Regard. We want their respect, their regard, and thank you, their vote.